This video is for, it's actually a response to Watcher Johnny on his video of global warming versus peak oil. And I have to say, when I watched your video, I was a little jealous and really surprised, because I had been thinking the same thing and never made a video on it or anything. But and let me share with you some thoughts I've had that you didn't mention in your video that I think add to the credibility of the theory that perhaps Copenhagen and all this talk on reducing fossil fuel emissions, that it really is a cover-up for the fact that the powers that be know that we've reached peak, or we're very close to it, and are going to attempt to bring us down, bring us out of our addiction to oil, hopefully quick enough before we start having huge shortages and chaos and so on. In any case, and that evidence is one thing that I found really funny. I mean, there's so many people, so many opinions on climate change. You can go all the way from complete deniers that anything's going on, all the way to the Al Gores of the world that think it's all due to fossil fuels, and we can stop it by reducing our fossil fuel emissions. So, but regardless of where you are on that spectrum, and also, some people don't believe that CO2 is a greenhouse gas. So on and so forth. It doesn't matter where you are, what you believe in. What is really odd, and nobody talks about it, maybe it's because I've got it wrong, I don't know, but the reality is that of the CO2 going into the atmosphere from mankind, I think it's something like 13% comes from the burning of fossil fuels. So that leaves, 87% of other things that we are doing that put CO2 in the atmosphere. And yet, at Copenhagen, no one is discussing those other things that mankind, just due to us being here, is emitting CO2 into the atmosphere other than the burning of fossil fuels. And I'm scratching my head on that. Why don't they bring those things up? For example, agriculture. Human agriculture produces far more CO2 emissions than fossil fuels. Just our exhaling contributes more CO2 than all the airplanes in the world. The destruction of the rainforests puts more CO2 into the atmosphere. So why aren't they talking about those things? And why do they just focus on the fossil fuels? And that's when I thought, you know what, maybe it's because they know that we are in peak or close to it, and don't want to bring it up due to the fear of panic and a dramatic rise in the price of oil and so on and so forth, and at the same time, by implementing their solution to global warming, cap and trade generally, which will put a lot of money in the coffers of the various government entities and other entities throughout the world. Not only that, but give them a huge increase in control over all of us. So it's like a win-win-win situation for them. So I think the theory is valid, and I don't know if you know of any other person, anybody's talking about it, but I think there's something going on there that I'd like to find out more about. So if you happen to know something, find out something that I haven't discussed here, please let me know, and I'll do the same for you. In any case, enjoyed the video. Thanks again.